Webcasting for a worldwide audience.
Well, today I'm joined by Polina Shepherd, who is the founder and leader of Slavic Voices, who are coming to do a Christmas concert for us on the Saturday, the 7th of December, at Westgate Chapel on Lewes High Street, which is where I am now, ensconced in the studio of Radio Lewes. Welcome, Polina.
Thanks for having me. Wonderful to be here, Mark.
You founded a number of choirs in the past exploring different parts of your musical heritage. What's special about Slavic Voices?
Special? It's quite special. Slavic Voices combine a lot of my musical interests. Even though I used to just specialize on two of my blood cultures, that was East European, Jewish and Russian, Yiddish and Russian cultures, I also love Balkan music. I also love classical music. That's my background. And this choir allows me to bring all these things into the equation. So we sing not just Russian songs, we sing songs in Ukrainian, in Polish, in Macedonian, in Bulgarian, and we sing classical music, we sing Orthodox music. It's fantastic. It's a broader repertoire than whatever I used to do before.
Sounds great. Roughly how many people is there in the choir?
We have 39 on the lists. So we have about 35 in each rehearsal, which is very, very pleasing. I think it's the biggest choir I've had in Brighton and Hove over the years.
And what sort of people join the choir?
We have ages, all ages. I wouldn't say we have very young people, but we have people from early 30s up to later in their life. We have people of all kinds of musical backgrounds. Some of them are not some of them are semi-professional singers and sing in little concerts here and there, and other choirs as well. Some of them are not that familiar with reading music, so they're learning how to read music, but they all love music, and most of them don't really speak the languages. A couple of them do. We have 3 native Russian speakers. We have a couple of people who are learning Russian. But we have Brits, we have a Swiss lady, we have Polish people, we have one lady from Kiev. This is just general British public, and whoever would like to join us, it's open to everyone.
Sounds wonderful. So you've sort of given a bit of an indication, but what can we expect from the repertoire on the 7th of December?
Oh, it'll be very broad. We're one of these, I like to think, original choirs, unusual choirs that we don't focus on one style of music. So we have very rootsy, very folky, rough, kind of peasant-like tunes, like ritual tunes that would have been sung in the pagan days of, Slavic, when they were pre-Christians, And we also have art songs from the 18th century, 19th century, arranged for soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. We have Alfred Schnittke, who is the 20th century, one of the most performed classical composers, a postmodernist composer of German heritage who lived in the Soviet Union and then in the West. And it's a beautiful composition of 2 choirs singing simultaneously. Amazing stuff. And we have classical music, we have a bit of Tchaikovsky, we have, as I said, a Bulgarian folk song, some dance music as well, some songs with piano, some a cappella. We will also have a few solo pieces. We have a wonderful singer, Hewitt, who sings this Fyodor Shaliapin Russian bass from the beginning of the 20th century. I might sing a couple of solo songs as well.
Sounds absolutely brilliant. And you brought along a CD that will give a bit of a sense of the sort of material that you'll be playing. So what's this track called?
This is a recording of my previous choir, the Brighton and Hove Russian Choir, together with a singer from New York and myself, singing a Russian people's song. I can't say it's folklore, it's people's kind of Soviet song about love.
Okay, thank you, Polina.
Nad полями зорька светлая,
ты березонька заветная,
на листах твоих багряный свет. Что же друга милого все нет? На листах твоих багряный свет. Что же друга милого
И минута годом тянется,
Я с ним днем и ночью при луне, без него покоя нету мне. Я с ним днем и ночью при луне, без него покоя нету мне. Ой, березанька нарядная,
ты послушай, ненаглядная,
я открою душу не тая, для него навек любовь моя. Я открою душу не тая, для него навек любовь моя. Лучший нет на свете верности, ой, любовь, река глубокая,
милый, радость синеокая,
я открою душу не тая, для тебя навек любовь моя. Я открою душу не тая, для тебя навек любовь моя.
Wonderful. So, Polina, I mean, you're immersed in music. It's your world. What sort of musical training did you have? How did you come to be a musician?
I was fortunate to be brought up in Soviet Union, where we had great musical education. We had music schools going parallel to the public school, and we had music college and then music conservatory, which is like a high school here. So I had, in fact, 17 years of academic music training as a pianist and in theory and history of music. So my background is Mozart, Schumann, concertos, classical music mainly, a little bit of folk, and also I lived in Tatarstan in central Russia. We studied Tatar music. And I heard lots of things around me. My family used to sing songs. My grandfather, a veteran of the Second World War, played bayan, the Russian button accordion. My mother and aunt sang, and then eventually I became their accompanist. So it was both classical education and singing in the family. So this is my background. But I got bored of classical music. I wanted something else. I wanted to improvise. I wanted to do more with music and not just play somebody else's compositions. So age 20, I started looking into my musical heritage, and I'm half Jewish, so that attracted me. And I joined this, this is in fact a movement, a global movement that has been going for over 40 years now, Klezmer Music Revival, East European Jewish Music Revival. I started digging into this music, learning Yiddish, the Yiddish language, and eventually composing my own material in Yiddish songs. And this is my other life, my other musical life. So it's choral life and me as a performer and composer and kind of a leader, a leader of certain projects and things, organizing events and stuff within the Yiddish music.
Which is what I was leading on to, actually. So outside of your music with the choirs, I mean, you're recognised internationally as a musician, both as a solo artist in your own right and as a musical collaborator with various individuals and ensembles, including with your husband, Polina Shepherd, clarinetist. So what are the collaborations that you're most involved with or excited by at the moment?
Oh, I'm still excited, but one of my collaborations that was last year, that was with the Baroque Orchestra, the second biggest and longest standing Baroque orchestras in America, Apollo's Fire. We had the fortune of doing a all-America and European tour with them. That was amazing, and I want this to happen again. We occasionally collaborate with theaters, and at the moment, my most exciting project is a Palestinian-Israeli-German collaborative orchestra bringing young people from these three backgrounds. And it's not a political project, but obviously being from these backgrounds, young people, young musicians have to deal with these issues. And we come together for music. We study about each other's cultures. And this is a project that used to happen in Haifa and then in Weimar in Germany. Now it only we are planning just to be in Germany and study these three kinds of music, plus all the neighboring musics like Turkish music, like Greek music, obviously Yiddish music. It's part of Yiddish Summer Weimar, which is a kind of under the umbrella of a Yiddish music culture. But it's all sorts of various musical influences, musical kind of a big musical melting pot. We create a program. This is about 40 young musicians from these three backgrounds, and we perform in Germany. And we create a mishmash, musical mishmash. And it's a great creative space for me because I conduct these. We have an orchestra and a choir with folk instruments. We have ouds and we have classical violins next to each other. It's amazing, and we can conduct things on the spot, create arrangements on the spot. Not everything is played by sheet music. It's just an amazing, creative, difficult but beautiful project. It's not about music. It's about much more, and I love that.
Sounds amazing. And you've brought one track along that gives a sense of your work outside of the choir. So what's this piece?
Yeah, this is a small band. This is a trio. My husband, I think, on saxophone on this track. Our wonderful colleague who plays Swedish bagpipes on this one, Rohan Krivicek, and myself singing in Yiddish and in Russian. It's one of my songs. It was recorded a few years ago, and it's about whom can I share my heart to? Something like that.
Stuff. So, Polina, if someone wanted to get involved in one of your choirs, if they wanted to join one of the choirs, how would they do that?
It's so easy, it couldn't be easier. You can just type in Slavic Voices, Brighton and Hove, and you will find me. Also on my website, polinashepherd.co.uk, there is a choir page, and amongst these choirs, the number one choir is Slavic Voices. We do have a choir in London, so I sometimes bring these two together, London Slavic Voices and Brighton Slavic Voices. You just need to tell me which one you want to join, and you come in. Also, we have an Instagram account, instagram.com/Slavic Voices, or one of these Facebook page, Slavic Voices as one word. Easy to find us. Get in touch. Come along. Taste a session is free. Just come see if you like it, and no additions. Come in.
And if you don't speak any East European languages, that's not a problem.
Easy. Most people don't, and we get away with it.
Okay, that's great. It's been so lovely to talk to you. And just a reminder that if you want to come along to the Christmas concert by Slavic Voices on Saturday the 7th of December. It starts at 7 p.m, running till about 9 p.m. There'll be a bar there. You can get tickets through leweslivelit.co.uk or buy them on the door, except there might not be any left because we've already
They're
sold
selling out.
quite a large percentage of them. So, yes, I'd suggest you get in there quick. Thank you, Polina. So lovely to talk to you. And
Thanks,
goodbye.
Mark. Lovely to be here.
Radio Lewis. Local community webcasting.